Bring it. Do some fighting, and let's go punch some people in the face. Let's do it. Yeah. All right. Welcome back. Dominick Izzo from Izzo Wing Chun, and let's get violent. Now, this was, 6 years ago. Thanks to Dan the Wolfman from his YouTube channel. He put up a video 6 years ago. Finally, actually, good Wing Chun. Ding Hao versus karate, real fight. And I remember seeing this video and thinking at the time, okay, it's not good Wing Chun. Let's take a look at what this is and why I actually think that this is more examples of crap Wing Chun. And it should put to bed some of the theories that you guys have on, I could end a fight in 3 seconds or less. Don't forget, if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe and then click the bell next to when you hit subscribe so you get the notifications. Hit all notifications. You support our channel. You go ahead and buy me a coffee. There's a description in the link, or there's a link in the description below if you like what I do and you support the work. Go ahead and buy me a coffee. And don't forget to join us live on Saturdays at 3 p.m. Eastern. That's 2 Central, 1 Pacific, and noon Mountain. You can call in and we can watch videos and talk about Wing Chun, or of any martial art for that matter. All right, we're going to watch this, and I'm going to talk about why I think this is actually more bad representation of Wing Chun, and it puts in the delusion of you're going to hit somebody 12 times in half of a second, and it's going to end the fight. Now, not for nothing, I don't know who either of these fighters are. I didn't research. I don't care to. I'm going off of what they put up on the internet. Had at the time 500,000 views, and everyone's going, "Oh, good, yay! Finally, really good Wing Chun." But again, it's Wing Chun that has no effect. You'll see this in a second. All right, first things first, let me break this down before I get into this. You know it's going to be bad Wing Chun when somebody stands in a 70-30 weight distribution in a fight, and they've got their mun sao and their wu sao so far extended that it's like, yes, the asking hand, well, you're asking for an ass beating. When I saw this, I went, this guy's already way too rigid, but let's see what he does. All right, again, thanks to Dan the Wolfman for putting this up. But let's go over this for a second. Now, let's break down there. Believe it or not, there's a lot of good in this based off of concepts. And then concepts are going to be effective based on the person. So you could see this guy was trying some concepts. Whether or not they were effective is a little bit different. Meaning, like, if he was stronger, could these concepts have worked? So if he had better body, but if he was more massive, this is going to be a pure size issue, right? Because they're equally matched as size. But I want to talk about where could size and strength come into play if you were a bigger person, or you. I'll get to it. Okay, let's talk about this from the beginning. So let's look at the first opening exchange here. Okay, very first thing in the beginning, he destroyed the philosophy of Wing Chun by letting this guy come into him. He stood there and kicked. You're going to watch again. Remember the Mun Sao, the asking hand, that's out there, and it serves the purpose of like a jab. A jab is a feeler. You jab, jab, jab. Oh, there it is, and then you throw that power hand. Well, it's the same thing. It's a static jab. You leave it out there. You know, guy's going to come in, you make contact, and then you fire the next thing. He effectively went off of that principle, but why would you stand and wait for somebody to come in? If he came in with force, he would have knocked you right on your ass. Yeah, so I don't like this at all. Comes in, boom, there's no power in that kick, and that's how we go up and we start this. Now, this is where you're not going to see Wing Chun technique, but what I like is the continuation of striking. It's okay in this aspect. You can hear the bombs that he goes and rains down on him. Okay, now all of a sudden he starts going in. Okay, now you got that forward. This is a concept you're going to see facing. He gets done right. Watch this. There's a little bit of a tie up here. Got a little bit of a mix up. Watch this facing. Okay, boom. And he starts going in with the attack. Okay, so now you're getting it. Now you're starting to understand that in Wing Chun, I have to kill this distance and close it. Otherwise, I'm going to get my ass beat. The biggest problem... I want to come back to that in a second, but let's watch him finish up here. Right there, I think he realizes, okay, I can't stop a fight in 3 seconds or less. And a lot of us realized, well, shit, man, I guess you're going to hit somebody 12 times and they could take a beating. They can. Because you don't know where your strikes, if they're going to land, right? You don't know if they're always going to get right in the button and you're going to get those knockout points. So clearly he didn't. But the continuation of strike was good. There was no real defense. By offense, he was defending. And he kept the karate guy at a distance, and he kept the karate guy overwhelmed and frustrated. Those were some good things. We just saw the Wing Chun was designed to end a fight in 3 seconds or less, which I used to perpetuate that bullshit. Because it doesn't a lot of the times. Okay, I don't like this. We're going back to this. I like the forward chasing. I like this part a lot. He's tied up and he's in a grappling sense. You're going to watch him go down and work the knee joint. I thought this was fantastic because he knows where the fluidity of the body comes into place. At first, I thought this may have been a fluke, but he does it later on with the elbow as well, too, in 2 circumstances, I believe. But watch his positioning. He goes and attacks. He puts a palm on the knee and tries to manipulate the knee for balance. Look right there. You missed it. If you missed it, it's on the inside of the leg. Right as they go down, he takes his left hand, puts it on the knee, and tries to take him down with it. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, and again, he does it right there with the elbow. He's in, this is the turning and the facing. You can see that he's doesn't where he wants to be, turns and faces. He turns and faces. Watch what he does with his hand on this outside elbow because he knows that the elbow controls the arm. So he goes to post the elbow. He goes to pull the elbow up to get it off of that position. I thought that was great. And I'm like, okay, he understands Wing Chun concepts. This is good. I think that if he had more mass to him, his strikes would be a little bit better. But you see he's getting tired at this point. Yeah, there's you go to do the little Wing Chun display roll, and then what did you do? Here's your Mun Sao's up, then you go do the display roll, and as you're collapsing your arm in to roll, he takes advantage and comes in. So you got screwed over there. Keeping your distance because you're tired. It's fighting is tiring. I get it. Boom. Okay, now we go back in. These are wilder but tighter exchanges. Now, I like here, I can't tell if they know grappling or not. I'm glad they didn't stop this. But what I like to see is all of a sudden, look at him. He goes for elbow control. He's going for the elbow. He's going to make sure that, okay, I know in Wing Chun, I'm glad they left him down. Because you need to see do these guys really know how to apply their art in a grappling position? Because everybody on some level knows how to grapple. You grab and you're on the ground. And it doesn't mean you're a BJJ or you're a wrestler. You just know grab, keep safe. Don't let go. And that's what they're doing in this point. But you watch him. He's trying to work. Look, this is facing. He's trying to get the flank. Look at that right there. He goes to pin the elbow, which I like too. It's like, all right, he's trying to put Wing Chun concepts into play by manipulating that elbow. When I saw this, I was like, okay, all right. Not bad. He's whatever they're trying to do, cool. Trying to widen out his base, drop some bombs. Okay, that's cool. I'm glad they let it go, and it really doesn't get that much different after this. But all in all, it's not finally good Wing Chun that you see, per se. You see somebody throwing he screws up from moment one. Lets a guy come in, picks up this back foot now, which is going to have no power, kicks him, and does what? It dropped its guard. If anything, if you want to see good Wing Chun, he should, from here, step forward, down and in, buckle that leg and step in with a punch. But what does he do? No, he stays in the same spot. So it's not good Wing Chun. It's just a flurry of hits that have no effect whatsoever. And the only time that his Wing Chun really comes out is when he understands pressure, i.e. grappling. Here goes on the knee, boom, down, comes up, turns faces, Wing Chun principle, trying to manipulate the elbow. It's like, oh, my Wing Chun concepts live in grappling space. And you can see that the strikes and the kicks are just not effective. Not effective. I wonder if he was a bigger guy. If he was Dan the Wolfman size, yeah, this guy would have been picking up his brains off the ground, So I think this is a little bit, the 20 hits in one thing, no. But again, I like here where he's going for the elbow control. Again, Wing Chun, and he's trying to find, pin the elbow down, now go for wrist, now go for back for the elbow, trying to find his chi sao on a ground. You can tell he's still focusing a lot on the arms and the wrists. So his Wing Chun was living in concept, and I respect it. Was this the best Wing Chun I've ever seen? Absolutely not. But it was good to see that he did have concepts that he knew about. So there is some impressiveness on it, and just it wasn't good Wing Chun. It was somebody who knows concepts, and I would like to see where he's at today, but he does good. Guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. Again, don't forget to join us on Saturdays, 3 p.m. Eastern. Click the link in the description below to support the channel through Buy a Coffee, and comment. Like I said, make sure that if you've subscribed, you hit that bell for notifications. A lot of you are not, and you're like, man, I know you had a new video out, because you're not being notified. You got to do it. So go ahead and do that, and then I'll see you guys in the next video. But make sure you stay violent, my friends. I'll see you later on.